afternoon, Camp Davy Crockett.
I'm Hayden.
And I'm Zeph.
And welcome to the Camp Davy Chronicles.
The Camp Davy Chronicles, of which we are chronicling the camp.
You're not Scottish?
What?
What?
I'm not Scottish, no.
Oh, I had no clue.
Well, anyway, today, May the 9th of 2022, marks 34 days until the beginning of camp, and less than that until we start. So we're getting down to the wire, and the next episode after this one will be our last off-season episode. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's getting scary. Camp is looking better than ever, of course. We're down there last weekend, and it's looking great. And so I'm not worried about camp being ready for it. I am worried about, me being ready for it.
Okay, well, you know what? Like I said before, I think you said that it's scary before, and I said you're teaching the same thing that you taught the last 3 years.
Wow.
So,
that's not what scares me.
Okay, what scares you then?
Just in general, being scared.
Okay. Well, if you need any help, let me know.
No, I don't know what scares me, but it's you always get nervous no matter what.
Sure.
Teach it in the same classes. The classes that you're going to teach this year will be ones that you've taught in the past,
right?
And so,
but it still feels different because it's still a new year, and I'm in a new position and everything.
New year, new camp.
I mean, I guess new year, new anniversary of camp.
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
I bet no one knew that it was the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, actually, guys, I'm sure that you've never heard this before, but this year is the 50th anniversary of camp. Anyway, we just had the race days at Camp Davy Crockett race days at camp. How did those go, Hayden? We were both there.
Yeah, that is true. We were both there. Finally, you were actually at the event.
Yes, I was there, and I gave water to the runners when they ran by me.
Yeah, it was interesting. So they did 2 5Ks, which is pretty cool. Not back to back. They did one in the morning, one in the afternoon. The morning one they had. Not very many participants, but I think it still went well. I think everybody that did participate had fun.
Right. I was thinking
They did have some participants. So
okay, because I didn't see anyone in the morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they were out running.
Okay.
So,
of course.
Yeah.
But the reason we didn't see them is because we were at the rifle range putting on a new roof.
Yeah, that is true. You should have seen pictures from the Instagram.
Yes, indeed.
Unless you're not following it, and then you should.
And then you should follow at Camp Davy Chronicles on Instagram.com.
.com. You could just look it up in the app.
Yeah, or in the app.
Anthony uses Instagram on the website instead of through app. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I found that it's weird.
Instagram.com/Camp Davy Chronicles.
So that could be the reason he's not following us. Maybe
is he not following us?
Anyway, so
Anthony,
keep going on.
Call out Anthony. Follow us on Instagram.
So, anyways, keep going on with the race days before we get to the rifle.
Okay.
They had the afternoon one had a lot more people. I think they had about 25 people there, and that was pretty cool. The weather was warm, but it wasn't bad.
The weather was perfect because it was sunny, but there was a bit of a breeze, and I was thinking I could be running right now, but I'm not because I'm standing here at the water station. Not that I didn't appreciate being able to just sit there in the shade. But, it might have been fun to run. I probably wouldn't have thought that anymore after the first, mile or two.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was a pretty good course from what I hear.
Yeah, I think I could have walked it. Running at this point right now is not...
Right. I could have, jogged
So for those of you that weren't there, I'm going to kind of briefly go over the course because it's a lot to go over to do the whole thing. You started at the dining hall, and then you went down outside of camp. So you followed the main road down, and then you came back around through the main road into Possum Lodge. I think that's called Bingham, I think.
What? The road?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That one could be. Anyways.
So you go from the dining hall, out of camp, down the main road, and then around back in through Possum Lodge.
Yes. And then you go through Possum Lodge, back up the main road, past the new dining hall, and then you go...
The headquarters, which is where I was with water.
Yes, I was out on the main road before you got into Possum Lodge. And so then you did that. Then you ran the tree line around to the staff lodge, or well, not like around, but like in front of the staff lodge. And then you went down all the way to the OA shelter. Then you took a left there. You went across the tree line of the handicraft field. You weaved around the volleyball stuff, and then you went up towards like the trading post around that loop. Then you came back, went to the pool, and you ended at campfire.
Yeah.
So yeah,
very, very cool course. We had a lot of participants that were scouts and scout parents in that second one, the afternoon one, and I think that the winner was from Troop 240. Is that true?
I know
he was one of the,
he won. He placed.
Yeah, he was one of the first 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know that one. So
anyway, but
I was not at the finish line.
Yeah. So good job anyway to all the people who ran.
Yeah, they did better than I did.
Ran or walked.
Because I stood there and watched them run, and I got tired. So.
Well, I gave them water, and you gave them water, and they drank the water, and I'm sure they felt good about getting water because they were running.
Yeah, some of them tried to throw it at me.
Wow, that's very...
yeah, I know. I was like, well, what in the world?
They were probably thinking, man, this guy's just standing out here to give us water. He must be really hot. I'll splash him.
But I wasn't.
It was considerate. It was a kind gesture.
But anyways, but after that, then we went back to the rifle range. So now we can switch again.
And talk about the rifle range.
Yeah. So,
whoa! Before we get to the rifle range, there's something I promised to get back to you on for this episode, which was Cheez-Its.
Oh.
So, I had a bag of Cheez-Its sometime since the last time we recorded, and I was like, well, I said that I would eat them one at a time, salt side down, like Hayden said.
Yeah.
And it was not life-changing.
It was
life-changing. I can confirm. So I ate like a few of them that way, and then I was like, okay, I've tried it now, and then I ate the rest of them my normal way.
I learned that I needed to specify.
Okay.
When I said salt side down, salt side towards like your taste buds.
Yes, that's what.
Okay. Well, no. Apparently, some people were confused because I was talking to them.
Did they think you eat it under your tongue?
I did not ask them how they thought that we were supposed to eat them, but. So that way you can taste the salt.
Right. I understand that. But
I just wanted to clarify for those of you that didn't understand.
I think for name brand Cheez-Its, I just prefer the 2 or 3 at a time in my mouth, and they just crunch around.
No, but that's, I don't know.
For the off-brand Aldi Cheez-Its.
Oh, so you tried different ones.
Yeah, they don't have as much salt. And
but neither do Cheez-Its.
They don't have as much salt as normal Cheez-Its do.
That's like zero salt then.
But those ones, one at a time, salt side down, I think actually is the way to go.
Interesting. So maybe, I don't know, maybe. Yeah. So we did the rifle range.
Yeah. The rifle range has a new roof. Pictures on Instagram.
So for those of you that don't know, we didn't, but the Wednesday crew built a covered shooting line for archery. When they built that, they put a metal roof on there. And so the rifle range roof had been put on by JD and Mike and a couple others. And JD and Mike had no clue what they were doing when they put the shingles on the roof. Right?
How long ago was that?
I think that was just like 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think it's been that long.
I thought it was old.
No, it's not been. It might be a little bit longer than 2 years, but I know it wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
And so, I guess it was before Steven was working.
Oh,
so I guess that's
it was
5
like
or
5
6.
Yeah. Okay. That's more than 2 years.
Well, but anyways, a roof should last a little while. And this one only got a little bit of use. And it's falling apart, or it was falling apart.
But now it's not.
And so they decided, because they put metal on the archery shelter, that they should put metal on the rifle range just to make it, look consistent through there. And eventually they'll put metal on the shotgun range as well. Mm-hmm. But so they decided to put it on there, and it looks really good. It's the first time I've ever put roofing on a building, and it's an interesting.
I saw you up there with the drill working. hard,
you've seen
breaking
pictures.
A sweat. Yeah,
it was hot up there. I tell you what, with no shade up there at the rifle range,
right.
And I'm sure you guys noticed as well because you guys were in the sun as well, holding pieces of metal. But it was hot.
For sure, yeah. Well, it was especially hot when we picked up a piece of metal that is in the sun and it's hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I never got on the roof myself.
Yeah. But we had a good little system going.
Yeah.
Me and Dale were up on the roof screwing the pieces of metal into the roof, and then Mike and Robert and Hunter were down sawing boards to make them square, and then JD and Zeph were handing metal up.
It was a great process.
Yeah, it was a good process.
What do we have for lunch? Hot dogs, right?
Yeah,
we had hot dogs.
I dislike hot dogs.
Why do you?
Because
dislike
they have
hot dogs?
them at almost like every event at camp, like that. Just like I don't know, easy to cook is why they're there.
Sure, I mean, they might not be like a fancy meal or anything, but
it's true.
I don't mind them anyway. Anything else about the rifle range?
I don't think so. It's a lot of fun.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Confirm. I also found a snake there.
Oh, really?
When I was moving boards, I found a wee little snakey.
Did not know that.
Yes, I took a picture of him so I can put that on Instagram.
Cool. Where was it?
It was down, so like behind where there was a pile of wood that was already there, and I moved all of that over. There was a snake like hiding back there.
Interesting. So you didn't scream like a little girl and
no, I didn't. Snake. I love snakes.
I would have.
Okay, probably, but I'll put the picture of him on Instagram.
Okay, cool. Was it?
I have a couple of other pictures. Yeah, I wasn't sure which one to put on Instagram for the day when the podcast goes up because I have the snake. I also have the new floors of the headquarters.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah.
But yeah, the headquarters building has new floors
and it's been painted.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, it does. It's almost done, other than the bathrooms. But the flooring's completely done. The building's completely painted. I mean, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they're putting paths in. They're going to concrete paths on like the headquarters grass.
Right. Okay.
But we did the forms for them this Wednesday. The Wednesday crew did that, and I kind of just sat there and watched them do it. Cool. But it was an interesting process. I've always wondered how with concrete they like. I mean, I know they put like the forms up, but I've always wondered how they keep it from like running out, or like I don't know if you've ever seen them when they did steps or when they did the ones at the dining hall, but the concrete just like stays where it's at. It's weird.
Concrete is supposed to stay where it's at. Hey,
well, no, but I mean like when it's wet and they're pouring it in, it's just I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know, man. I just want to move on because this is boring. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other picture I have is the deer in the staff lodge watching the television.
Oh,
because I remember someone was like, why is there a deer there? And Mike kept saying he's watching the TV.
Yeah.
So I took a picture of him. I might put that on Instagram ahead of time. I don't know. We'll see if it's there already when the episode goes up. You can look. But it'll be there at some point. So anyway, and now it's time for the word of the day.
I'm excited.
Indeed. The word of the day is burger.
Burger.
Yes.
Okay. I assume it has another meaning.
Yes. It's kind of similar to waffle having a different meaning. Okay. Except this one is actually spelled differently too. It's technically a different word. This is spelled Berg, B-U-R-G, and then H-E-R, like her. Yeah. But it's still pronounced burger. Okay. So this is an older word that means a wealthy citizen or merchant.
Wow.
Of a town. So
of a town.
I mean, like one of the burgers of the town. It's one of the wealthy citizens.
So I wonder if that's why they called it Burger King. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, because it's like the upper class is called burgers.
Right. Interesting. Yeah.
Which this comes from the same, because the word burger, like the food, is short for hamburger, which comes from Hamburg, Germany, which is a place, and Berg meant castle. So
interesting.
That's kind of where it all weaves together.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't know that.
But now you know that rich people can be called burgers.
Yeah. So go around and call them burgers. Or maybe compliment people and call them burgers. And then, because, it's a nice thing.
They might be a little confused though.
Yeah. You might have to explain that. just play the episode to them. All right, well, with that, it means it's the joke of the day. And, oh, man, we've got a good one today.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I have strived to find one that you don't know.
Okay.
And I think I found it.
Okay.
Because it's so goofy, you just couldn't know it. Okay?
All right.
Why can't you play hide and seek with mountains?
What?
Why can't you play hide and seek with mountains?
Because they're too big to hide?
Because they're always peeking.
Oh my.
What a good joke. Another joke off Scout's life.
Oh, really?
Hilarious.
That's
yeah.
from.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. That's.
I'm sticking with the trend of getting all my jokes.
Good
off
job.
Scouts.
You know, I should have tried that. Anyway, I hadn't heard that one before, so you did a good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Interesting.
Well, with that, this is the second to last episode before camp starts. So we've got it feels like we're running out of time.
Yeah, no, it's just like 9 days until I go down there and like start
What?
staying for the summer.
Okay, we'll see. That means we're gonna have to record the next episode early.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
oh yeah, what's coming up? We were talking about it.
What's coming up?
Yeah, the stuff that you can still register for at camp.
Oh
we
man,
can talk about that.
Like the shooting weekend.
Yeah, so that's what's coming up next. Is the Top Shot Marksman Challenge.
Top Shot. That sounds like a really cool name.
I'm sure the person that made it thought so as well.
They're probably thinking of Top Gun.
Ah, yeah, it's probably true.
You could have called the Top Gun weekend except copyright.
Yeah. So it's May the 20th through the 21st of 2022, just in case, you didn't know what year it is. This year is 2022.
It is?
Yes. But it's a competition for BSA Scouts and Venture Crew Scouts.
Okay.
So they're going to be doing things like archery, the best shooting sports.
Okay.
Shotgun, rifle, black powder, and steel challenge.
Steel challenge?
Yeah. We had talked about, if you don't know what steel challenge is, you can go back to, I think it's the first episode, and re-listen. And that's where I go into like a 5-minute explanation of steel challenge.
Was that the winter camp one?
Yes.
So, I don't remember this.
Okay, well then you can go back and listen to it. But it's
Are you sure? Are you sure it's in the first episode, or is it in the deleted first episode?
No, it's definitely in one that we published.
Okay. Okay.
So, but no, it's going to be a fun weekend. It's $35 for youth, and if you are a youth, you must have at least one adult attend. To have an adult there, it's $20, but it's well worth it. So for the $35 for a youth. Did I say $30? What did I say?
You said $35.
$35. Okay, making sure.
Okay.
On Friday night, you get 3 meals and then ammo and awards if you win.
You get 3 meals on Friday night?
Yes, all on Friday. No, you get 3 meals. I assume that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Saturday.
Okay.
And then you get a snack on Friday.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
And then the adults get the same thing, snack on Friday, 3 meals on Saturday. And then there will be adults allowed to shoot for an extra cost, which is just like the regular camp cost, rifles $1 for 10 shots. That's not normal.
It's rifle is $1 per session, shotgun is 50 cents a shot, archery's free.
Archery's free.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what that is. But it's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't signed up for it, I will be there. And so that means you should just sign up for it to come compete.
Everyone wants to go see Hayden again.
Obviously. But no, come and compete. No walk-ons. So
you have to register to go. Cool.
Yeah.
There's also, as we've mentioned before, Specialty Week is still open.
Week, yeah.
And I can confirm now that there will be an eco option for Specialty Week.
Wow. So will that be with STEM?
It'll be its own separate program for Specialty.
Okay, cool.
Yes, because last year we did some eco stuff in the STEM week because, it was just some of the stuff that we could do. But this year there will be a full eco program for Specialty Week, and it'll be kind of... depending on who comes and what you're interested in doing, we'll be a little bit flexible with what kind of stuff we can work on because we have lots of different eco stuff that we can do.
So that means at Specialty Week you can do aquatics, eco, STEM, and shooting sports.
Yes, or Frontier Camp.
Yeah. Yes. Frontier Camp's is a lot of fun as well. Specialty Week's a good time to go to Frontier Camp, so that way you're not missing out on like the normal activities at summer camp if you want to come to summer camp. But then you get to go up to Frontier Camp and spend the week, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. The other thing is the patches. The patch set of the 50th anniversary the pre-order is closed.
Yes.
But you can still order them, and I don't really know what that means.
So the pre-order was, if you pre-order them, you are guaranteed delivery before camp.
Okay.
If you order them now, you are not guaranteed before camp. They will get them to you at some point
whenever they can.
Right.
Yeah, maybe still before camp, but no promises.
It is not going to be before camp.
Okay.
So,
anyway,
you can still order them, same price and everything.
Okay. And see, I thought that I thought it was going to be only the pre-order, and then there was going to be like a limited amount, and it was going to be super rare.
There is a limited amount for the pre-order. That's why they stopped doing pre-order.
Right, I understand that. But when did they, are they, I don't know, never mind.
But yeah.
They're not going to be selling them forever. It'll still only be this year, so it won't be.
And then week 4 is the only week that still has openings available for it for actual summer camp.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
All the other weeks are sold
crazy.
out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still on the fence about registering for summer camp, week 4.
Don't wait.
Yeah, you should.
Because it'll fill up too, probably.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, boy. So, I guess, at some point here pretty soon we should wrap up because I'm going to go see Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange. I'm excited to see that. I'm not going to watch it with you because I don't want to. But I think that we're going to go watch it on Sunday so that way it's a little less crowded. And I am excited to see it. It's definitely going to be a good movie. Yeah, well,
maybe it'll be terrible. You don't know.
Maybe. Do you have any predictions that you want to predict before you see it?
I don't know. I mean, you kind of hit me out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, this is it.
It's gonna. The whole point is that basically anything could happen because it's true. The multiverse.
I do have a pretty big prediction.
Loki will probably be in it.
Well, that wasn't mine. Okay, that's what you're saying in your prediction.
Sure.
I think that Doctor Strange will be in the movie. I know that it's kind of out there. It's a weird prediction, but I have a feeling.
Anyway, I am more excited for Thor 4, the fourth Thor.
Yeah. That's what that should have called.
As we all know, it should have been called. Because, I know you love Ragnarok because you said it was your favorite one. I think it's one of my favorites too. So I'm really excited to see another wacky Thor movie.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. Well, we've completely gotten away from camp.
I know. But,
it's a lot of fun. Okay, well, with that, I think we should talk about the thought of the day.
The thought of the day.
Now, this one's interesting. Okay. And so I was out doing some yard work, and I noticed that there was an anthill in our yard. Okay.
Really?
And I got distracted a little bit, and I started counting ants. And so, because I was like, it's interesting how many ants can be in this one spot. Right. Okay. And I didn't get distracted for hours sitting out there watching ants, but just like a minute or two. And so then it made me pose the question to myself, how many ants are in the world? Okay.
A lot.
Well, it turns out that you can Google that. And so I just did just that and Googled it. And they actually have a number. So here's what it says. Biologists who study ants and get paid to think of such things estimate that there are 1 quadrillion ants.
1 quadrillion.
Roaming the earth.
That makes it sound like they're wandering around looking for a fight or something.
That's the number 1, followed by 15 zeros.
15 zeros. So that's, I don't know, a lot. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's a lot of ants. It's crazy to think that because, that's a lot.
That's more than people.
Yeah. That's a ton of ants.
Okay.
I've always wondered if everybody in the world jumped if the
world would move.
Yeah. And so now I'm wondering if all the ants jumped, would the world move? And
can ants jump?
I don't know. I assume they probably cannot.
Yeah, I don't think they can. But here's another question: if you had all the ants in the world in one place, how big would it be?
Yeah. And so, I don't know, it'd be interesting. But, yeah. But there's one more statistic that I found while I was roaming. Because it's hard to imagine.
So you're roaming just like the ants.
Yeah. Okay. It's hard to imagine how much that really is. Okay.
A quadrillion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine. You can kind of guess, but it's hard to really.
Right.
So I've got another statistic which makes it a little easier to visualize. There is about 1 million ants per one person.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So
just how big would be 1 million ants? Probably bigger than a person.
Well, yeah, for sure. And so we could easily be taken over one day by ants.
If the ants wanted to, they could go 1,000,000 to 1 and take us out. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
How big is 1 million ants?
But there are also, like, while we're in ant facts, there are 12,000 different species of ants in the world.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a little less interesting than the 1 million for every human in the world.
Right.
And so then, okay, that made me think. So people are born every day.
Yes, ants are also born every day.
Like a human's birthed and 1 million ants just pop up.
It's not a direct. It's not like humans cause ants to exist.
Is that why anthills just pop up?
They make them, Hayden. They make them with dirt. They don't just.
I think I'm onto something.
Well, if you want to learn more about ants, you can take the insect study merit badge at camp this summer.
So now
we'll talk all about ants and whatever.
Now I have a challenge to you.
Okay, what's that?
I challenge you to start an ant farm at camp.
This has been
and
attempted.
Take care of it.
This has been attempted in the past.
I know it has.
Yeah.
And it's not went well. So my challenge to you is to start an ant farm this summer.
We are starting a flower garden. I can confirm the eco program is going to have a flower garden for plant science this year.
Ant farm.
I mean, I don't know about that.
And contribute to the 1 million per human.
I don't know if we want to contribute. Sounds like there's too many already.
So that's my challenge of the year.
Okay.
So
well, follow us on Twitter and Instagram and whatever you want to do. Subscribe.
Yeah, we're actually using Twitter now.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
And now I just realized that I can't say on the podcast whether my whether our predictions of the movie came true because we can't spoil the movie.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll have to wait like 10 years and then be like, well, I'm pretty confident in my prediction.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I think I can say right now, even without seeing the movie, that Hayden's prediction does come true because
and if it doesn't, that's
that would be wild.
Yeah.
But that would be a pretty big spoiler if Doctor Strange is not in the movie. Right. But I have seen the trailers and he's in those. So
well, yeah, that's true. But they've done stuff with other movies trailer wise that are different from the actual movie.
True,
so,
but usually not removing the main character.
So we'll just have to see. It'll be interesting.
We'll see. Maybe Doctor Strange is replaced with Loki, and so they've just been lying about it.
Maybe. Who knows? We will only know until
when we see the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna find out in like an hour. So,
follow us on the social medias
and subscribe.
And then also
next episode. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Okay, the next step, we have to tease the next episode. So next episode is the last one before the summer camp season officially begins, and so we will be doing camp predictions.
Oh man, I'm excited for that. It'll be it'll be better predictions than the ones I just made for the movie.
Yes.
But
I predict Dale Douthit will be there.
At camp?
At camp.
Oh, I was like...
No, not in the movie. I was trying to make an equivalent to the Doctor Strange in the movie. Yeah, okay.
But we'll try to make some interesting predictions, and then at the end of the summer camp season, we will come back and visit them and see if they actually came true.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I mean, I assume it's true.
Yeah.
We'll plan to.
So, but yeah. And then if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, because during summer camp, we're going to be doing some video stuff that you will only get to see on the YouTube.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you've noticed, everything like Spotify, Apple Music and stuff is just audio.
That's true. So there will be exclusive video content on the YouTube channel this summer.
Yeah. So go subscribe to that as well. Well...
have fun, everyone. Bye. It's a great day to be a scout at Camp Davy. Fun.
Bye.